Luka Doncic in Utah to face the Jazz for Game 2 of his Los Angeles Lakers career. It didn't go exactly as the first one did. Picking it up in the first quarter, game tied at 2. Perk, how is that pass possible?
There's only 3 people that can make that dime: Luka, LeBron, and Jokic in the NBA.
and Luka said, I think it's going to take my teammates a little time just to get used to that. Look out, Lauri Markkanen coming through. Second quarter here, 4 minutes left in the first half. Jazz up by 6. Keontae George.
That's a charge. Ask a guy to put their body on the line. That's a charge. Luka have a right to complain on that.
Well, he's asking for a charge. It wouldn't be called. George got the shot to fall somehow. And then the Lakers, they leave Walker Kessler wide open in the paint for the dunk. Just not a lot of rim presence here for the Lakers, especially when Hayes got hurt in this one. Third quarter here, Austin Reeves.
And these passes are on time, on target. Look at that.
That's nice.
Let's talk about dropping it in the bread basket.
16 points, 4 assists, 5 turnovers, though, for Luka Doncic. And then here, Lauri Markkanen, just too easy there. And then the Jazz up 20 here. Markkanen drives, dunks it all over Alex Len there. Len just had no chance on that one. Markkanen had 32 points, 5 rebounds. So the All-Star break is coming at a pretty good time, right, Luka?
Obviously. Today I felt a little bit rusty, 2 games in after my injury, turnovers, missed free throws, so I got to do way better. But now I think we're approaching this break, so we got to rest. For me, I think it's more mental rest than anything else, but still got to work. So I'm excited about this break, and I can't wait to go back to play.
It was just a second game for Luka with the Lakers, but it wasn't one that ever really got going here. The Lakers, they were outscored by 19 points when Luka was on the court, and that was his worst plus-minus in any game this year. Of course, he is still working his way back from injury and into a new system here. Also, the Lakers, they've had Jackson Hayes get hurt in this one. Brian, is this loss at all concerning for LA, or is it just, we're going to flush this one before the All-Star break?
Yeah, I'm not super concerned by it, but I mean, we all knew that they had issues in the interior, and that's, the whole league knows it. You saw it was in the Jazz game plan, getting to play them twice in 3 days. And look, Walker Kessler goes 8 of 8, okay? And you saw in those highlights, Lauri Markkanen going to the basket, not worried about any rim defense. That's going to be an issue for them. They were not a great interior defensive team. Even when Anthony Davis was there, he was great. But as a team, they allowed some scoring on the interior. And so, look, that's going to be something they have to deal with. They do have really good size on the perimeter. They have great length, and they have really strong wings. And so J.J. Redick's going to have to work on trying to set something up that will take advantage of that. But definitely that's something they'll have to mitigate, and their matchups in the playoffs will maybe dictate their chance of success. The other thing, Malika, that I'm seeing very early on here with Luka is he's trying to fit in. LeBron in the huddle the other day before his first game said, hey, fit out, don't fit in. He means it. And so what I mean by that is he's really not holding the ball and dominating the ball the way he did in Dallas. And I know that he's doing that, I'm sure, to fit in and to have Austin Reeves and LeBron still be able to have their touches. But the guy that they've acquired is the guy who controls the ball and sets things up. These passes are a result of him making really good decisions and being very dangerous with the ball. So I suspect after the break, we're going to see Luka have the ball more and be more like the Dallas Luka. That's who the Lakers want anyway.
Look, it's going to take time, right? And it's clear that Luka is out of shape, and rightfully so, because he's missed almost 2 months of basketball with a calf strain. So it wasn't too much that he could do on the court. And then you got to think about the mental part of it. You getting traded from the Dallas Mavericks. You got so many emotions. The Lakers welcome you with open arms. And he's right. He need this All-Star break to reset. In fairness to him, JJ need this All-Star break to reset. You just lost Anthony Davis. Yes, you got back Luka Doncic. So now you have to get back into the lab, which I believe J.J. Redick will do, and now build around Luka and see what's going on and see how you can reset. And the great thing about it is most teams that actually care, they come back 2 or 3 days before the All-Star break. They get some practices in. They get their sets in. The Lakers are going to be fine offensively. They still got that void. Maybe Alex Len could feel it a little bit,
Yeah.
but we have to see.
Well, and that's the question, right? He made his debut last night, Alex Len did, but clearly there is still an interior presence here that the Los Angeles Lakers are missing, Shams. Their options are limited. Are they done with this roster? Could we see more buyout market moves?
Malika, for now, the Lakers are done. This
Okay.
was their move, getting Alex Len, 7-foot big man. They do feel like in time he'll be able to find a spot, find a niche there. He was pretty much in Indianapolis, going to sign with the Pacers before the Lakers started the recruitment of him to get him aboard. They desperately needed size if they're going to go get Alex Len the way they did, waived Christian Wood. They were able to get under the necessary apron, so they're not going to be super in the tax to make this move. So shout out to the front office for doing that. But they clearly need possibly more than just Alex Len and Jackson Hayes. That is the issue for this team. Rob Pelinka said it at that post-trade deadline press conference. They know their center of the future is going to come. They thought it would be Mark Williams. If not Mark Williams, it's going to be in the offseason.
Hey, Wendy, you remember a guy by the name of Timothy Moskov? You remember when he came to Cleveland?
I sure do.
Okay, so my thing is that LeBron James, he has a history of turning water into wine and bringing out the best of players, right? Before we all start judging, and I'm talking about the fans of Alex Len, let's see what LeBron James could do with him, right? Like, let's see.
Perk.
What?
I mean, Timo Mozgov was a lot higher accomplished player than Alex Len. No offense to anybody. I mean, they traded 2 first-round picks to get Timo Mozgov.
I got that part, though,
Alex
Wendy.
Len is, a extraneous player.
I got that, but let's not knock it until we see more of it because he hasn't played that many minutes as well. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to...
I'm just defending Timo Mozgov's honor.
No, I love Tim. That was my teammate.
At the end of the day, bad loss. Hayes got hurt. You're down a couple rotation guys. No Finney Smith. Vincent, also a big one. But you went 12-3 over your last 15 games. You take that heading into the All-Star break.
You got to put your body on the line, Scott. You got to put your body on the line, man. You got to leave it all out there. This is what the NBA is about.
Put his body on the line, he did, and 42 points on the night. Dallas gets the win, 111-107, and we knew this. Kyrie, certified bucket. Last night, he became the 4th player in Mavericks history with a game of 40 points, made 60% of his shots. He did have no assists. It was one of the first things he told our friend Scott Van Pelt after the game is that he thought he should have maybe had more assists. But he is the Mavs engine right now, down so many players here. So let's welcome in our Mavericks reporter, Tim MacMahon. Howdy, Tim. You were in the building last night, and obviously we've covered in depth how devastated the Mavs fan base has been after this Luka Doncic trade. But it seemed a little bit lighter in the arena last night. How was the atmosphere? You were there.
Howdy, Malika. You called it a playoff-like atmosphere. I'm going to say it's more like a March Madness type of atmosphere, and that's partially because there was a whole lot of Warriors fans in the building, almost like a neutral crowd. They were outnumbered, but anytime the Warriors are on the road, there's going to be a lot. Probably a few more Mavericks fans were motivated to sell their tickets this time. Honestly, I was surprised that there weren't. I didn't hear any type of fire Nico chants, those sort of protests. There wasn't the crazy security activity, the over-aggressive security activity that there was on Monday night. And listen, Kyrie Irving gave the Mavericks fans that were in the building something to cheer about. This was a spectacular shot-making performance by Kyrie Irving. This was the kind of performance the Mavericks desperately needed. Their leader, the guy who was the leader when Luka was here, the guy who is definitely the leader of this team now, to deliver. And it wasn't just about the shot making. It wasn't just about the energy, the calm that he's had really since he's been here, but definitely throughout this entire ordeal that's unfolded over the last couple weeks. As he said, as he told SVP, he put his body on the line with the game on the line. That's leadership. It's not just do as Kyrie says, it's do as he does.
And this was certainly a morale boost that the Mavs fan base and the team seemed to need heading into the All-Star break. Tim MacMahon, adios amigo. Thank you so very much. All 30 teams playing last night. That only happens 4 times this season, so let's check out some more of the action with a little this and a little bit of that. Looking back at some of the best plays of the night. So, Shams, you're up first.
Get it.
Who had the best dunk last night? This one from Cade Cunningham.
That's nasty.
I mean, switching hands? Or that one, Kevin Durant.
You know what? I've
Fast
seen KD do that too much. I think I'm going to have to go with Cade Cunningham. I feel like this is a breakout season for him. I've seen that dunk from KD. He's that good. He's that great. But Cade Cunningham, offhand.
Will we see it in the
nice.
All-Star game? The motorcade? Dunk like that?
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that.
All right. right, Brian, this one's for you. Who had the better? This is the no-look dimes here. A little bit of Luka magic, of course. Austin Reeves, cash money, or a little of that Euro step, the dish here to Evan Mobley.
Ooh.
Oh man, that's so. Look. The Cavs won the game. I'll go with Donovan Mitchell. Hey, Perk, this or that? Whose career? Alex Len or Timo Mozgov?
Oh my gosh, this is gonna go on.
Wendy,
the
don't do that. Don't do
it?
that, Wendy. Not today.
those.
I'm just saying, give him a little time.
All right, what about some big man moves, Perk?
Here we go.
I'm coming to you on this one. You got Jokic, the buzzer-beating tip-in to end the first half.
That was sick.
Or you got this post move from Kristaps Porzingis on Victor Wembanyama.
Look,
Is that Hakeem? What is that?
I got to go with Kristaps Porzingis. The one with Jokic, I feel like I see greatness from him all the time. But that right there, the footwork over the best shot blocker in the game, the guy who's probably going to win defensive player. Look at that.
Ooh.
All type of wiggle.
Nice.
Slippery eel?
Yeah,
Is that what you call that?
something like that.
Well, it wasn't just the action in the NBA, though. We had some big college hoops last night. You got this little reverse
Oh.
That's nice.
from Cooper Flag.
Okay, cool.
Hunter Salas of Wake Forest.
All right, listen here, Malika.
Ooh.
Hunter
God.
Salas.
Bonus third,
Millard
Brian.
North High School, Omaha, Nebraska. Hunter Salas. With all due respect to Mr. Flag,
Yeah.
Hunter Salas gets my vote today
He
and
got
every day.
mine too.
Brian
in
is
traffic.
saying Omaha stand up.